Hello everybody, this is Eldad Amara. Right, I've told you before about algorithms, yeah? Algorithms are basically filters that search out information on your computers or on your mobile phones or on your laptop. Algorithms are a mixture of letters and symbols and numbers. Now, say, for example, Facebook wants to filter your information. They use algorithms. Okay? Now, these algorithms are getting more and more and more important. Okay? Whatever information you put into your computer is analyzed and filtered. Do you realize that? Do you realize that? So when you go onto Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of these sites, Instagram, they all have algorithms. Right, so take for example YouTube. Right? The amount of views that you get will be determined by them and their algorithms. So it's not necessarily up to you how many people view your page. It's up to the algorithms which YouTube use, or Facebook. So as I keep saying, they can make you or they can break you. Alright? It's very important. If you put information on their sites and they don't like it, they can take it down. Okay? Because they have censorship laws. Sometimes I gotta say, I question these laws because they say that they're protecting their community. Really? You're protecting your community? When sometimes you've got sex, violence on your site, and misogyny. And then if somebody wants to make other people aware of certain things that's going on in society, they have strong political opinions or views, you will pull down their videos. Whilst at the same time, using double standards, you will allow sex, violence, swearing to be on your site. So it's kind of double standards. These algorithms are becoming more and more and more parts of our daily lives. You got them on your Alexa or Lexa. You got them on your laptop. You got them on your computer. Even your ATM machines. So say in the future, you decide that you want to go to the bank and draw some money out. And the computer, the ATM says, no, your credit history is poor, so you can't have any money until you paid off your debts. You can't have no money until you've paid off your debts. We can see here you got a lot of debts. You can't take no money out of your account until you pay your debts off. Yeah? You want to take out a loan, a mortgage on a house. And the computer turns around and says, no. Or, we're not loaning to first time buyers because we think they're risky. Now you want to go into your bank now and ask more inquiries. But there's no human being for you to speak to. It's just a computer. And you've got to ask this computer the reasons why it stopped you from having money. From taking out money. You're not speaking to a human being, you're speaking to a computer. Alright? If your kid, say, wants to go to a certain school, or you want your child to go to a certain school, alright, and you get a letter back from the school, or from local authority, and it says, no, your child cannot go to that school. It's out of your area, out of your zone. How are you going to deal with that? Because in the future you're going to be talking to computers. There's a lot of people that's losing their jobs at the moment, right, left and centre, especially those in retail. especially those in retail. Yeah, but it'll become more widespread. There'll be unemployment in many sectors as these computers and robots take over the jobs of human beings. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? These algorithms from these computers, right, they'll determine whether or not certain people will have the jobs or not. Yeah, because they'll be doing filtering, screening, searching. Yeah, they'll probably be looking at things such as your employment history, how many times you've been absent from work, and all of those things, and then get rid of you. It's not being done by a human being, it's being done by a computer. Who's in control of these computers? Who's in control of these logarithms? Or should I say algorithms? Who's in charge of these algorithms? You see, these machines, they're soulless. And the people who control them, right, are soulless too. They're actually demons. They're Satanists. Your future is going to be determined by a computer and by algorithms. You just imagine that. I see these young people nowadays, and they're walking around with their mobile phones in their hand, right? And they're crossing the road and they don't even look up to see what's coming around the corner. They step out into the road, right? And then step back onto the curb. Basically, they're not thinking. They're not thinking, they're acting like zombies. They're becoming more soulless. See, the information that these machines, yeah, is gathering, and the algorithms are making people more soulless, more emotionless. You act first and then you think after. You act first and then you think after. When you cross the road, you act first and then you think after. It should be the other way around. These algorithms and these computers, these ATM machines, right? They know your interest, your hobbies, where you went to school, university, how many times a week you have fast food, how much petrol you put in your car, your friends, yeah, your family, your pet names, how many times a week you go to the gym, all of that. They got all that information stored on you. I'll tell you something else as well. Right? If you say certain keywords, yeah, into your mobile phone or into your house phone, such as Al Qaeda, terrorism, BLM, or Black Lives Matter, yeah, these keywords will go into the computer, and the computer will start recording your conversation. They got computers on the ground, and they got computers via satellites, yeah, which are recording your information, watching your every move. As I say, people are becoming more and more and more and more soulless. They're not thinking. The computers are thinking for them. The computers are actually thinking for them. And it's basically the demons that's behind this old computer system and these robots that are taking control of your life. Taking control of your life. You know that, say, if you're texting someone, do you know that they can snatch your text out of the air before it gets to the person that you're sending the text to? Do you know that? They can snatch your text out of the air before it gets to the person you are sending the text to. Same with your telephone calls, right? You're speaking to someone on the phone and they're snatching bits of information before it even reaches the person you're speaking to. You just imagine that. Talk about infringement. Talk about taking away your personal rights and your liberty and your freedom that's been eroded every day. Now, a lot of people losing their jobs. So, if they're losing their jobs, right, and they haven't got skills to move on to another job, what's going to happen to these people? What plans have the government got for these people? I said, what plans have the government got for these people? You ever sit down and think about that? Have you ever sat down and thought about it? There's some serious shit going on, man. Some really serious shit. Between now and the year 2030, you're going to see a lot of technology and AI technology, yeah, computer technology, all being rolled out. All being rolled out. All being rolled out. You know, about 30 years ago, the New World Order, they talked about useless eaters. Useless eaters. These are people who consume food, yeah, and consume products, but they've got no real skills, yeah. So what's going to happen to these people? Because the New World Order thinks they have no use in society. No use. They call them useless eaters. Look it up. New World Order. So what are they going to do with these people? You're not a doctor. That would be considered to be beneficial to society. You're not a teacher. That would be beneficial to society. You're not a surgeon. That would be beneficial to society. Yeah? You're not a nurse. You'd be beneficial to society. If you haven't got a skill, and I say again, if you haven't got a skill that's recognized by these people, termed useless eaters, where are they going to go? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Answer me that one. Answer me that one. Answer me that one. You know, in New Zealand, they've had their first AI police officer. Their first AI police officer. Do you know, in Dubai, they've had their first RoboCop. You hear me? Some of you's not hearing me. Are you listening? Are you listening? I said, are you listening? They've had the first RoboCop, yeah, in Dubai. In New Zealand, they've had their first AI police officer. No, you're still not listening to me, are you? Their first AI police officer in New Zealand. So, say in about 10 years' time, how many AI police officers or RoboCops are you going to see around? Answer me that one. Right, I want you to watch a video which I'm going to show. Right, watch this video on AI Intelligence, yeah, robo police officers. If you like my video, you know what to do. And just remember, RoboCop may be coming to your door sometime soon. If you like this video, like, subscribe or share. Thank you, Eldad.
New Zealand Police has recruited an unusual new officer to the force, an AI cop called Ella. Ella is a lifelike virtual assistant who uses real-time animation to emulate face-to-face interaction in an empathetic way. Her first day of work will be next Monday, when she'll be stationed in the lobby of the force's national headquarters in Wellington. Her chief duties there will be welcoming visitors to the building, telling staff that they've arrived, and directing them to collect their passes. She can also talk to visitors about certain issues, such as the force's non-emergency number and police vetting procedures. After 3 months on the job, Ella's future on the force will be evaluated. Her capabilities are basic at this stage as she is a proof of concept, but we see some real benefits of digital person technology if we can equip the AI with more knowledge and capabilities, and it can learn from more interactions. Read, European police trial sending young hackers to remedial classes instead of jail. Homegrown tech firms Intel AI and Soul Machines led the AI and digital human development of Ella. They programmed her to use voice, tone and body language to deliver a one-on-one service.